All right, there's the green light. Let me go over and make sure everything's working properly on the YouTube side of thing. And all right, looks like we're going well. Let me go post this on the website. Website is mammothgardens.com. And from there you can get our weekly schedule. And of course, you can also get links to this class and the sheet music and all of that good stuff. So we're here every day, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Every weekday, I should say. That didn't copy for some reason. Every weekday, Monday through Friday, that would be, at 11 a.m. And we play harmonica for about 30, 45 minutes, and then off we go on our day. And helps make us stronger and better looking, which you can tell I need some work on. And get the link posted up on the site. Open a new window, update. All right, so that gets the link posted. Diatonic Chromatic class number 108. Songs that we'll be playing today are in order. Thursday, When the Saints Go Marching In, we'll play our scales. Wildwood Flower, we haven't played that one in a long time. We have a new version of our Chromatic Scales. We got some pretty challenging ones, and then we're going to play Wonderful World. I think we played that one recently. So yeah, so that's what we're playing today. And today's the last day before the end of the week when we will be playing our concert. Let's see what else is going on. Paste. Let's go marching on in Wildwood Flower. Oops, comma. And Wonderful World. Comma. Space. Wednesdays Go Marching In, Wildwood Flower, Wonderful World. That's what we're working on today. Oh, it shows up there too. Maybe I don't need to do all this. Maybe I just have to hit tweet and call it good. Alright, let's see. Yeah, probably that's what I should be doing. Alright, whatever. Let's see here. Twitter. Nobody's looking at Twitter anyway. Okay, so we're streaming live. Sandy made it in. Sound is good. Snowing, 32 degrees up in Michigan. Marsh is here. We had a little bit of shoveling to do this morning. We had a foot of snow here in Denver overnight. It was actually delightful to see some snow for a change. We've been extremely dry out here in the West the last couple of years, and it was sort of fun. I mean, of course, I live in a condo now, and I don't have to shovel, so I'm much more enthusiastic about snow these days than I used to be. So, all right, going into harmonica today. What time is it? 11:05. Let's go ahead and get started. I do want to let you know I've got some nonsense going on with the condominium association today that I have to deal with if it comes through. And so I have my phone sitting here. If it goes off and the text is what I'm afraid it's going to be, then I'll have to cut the class short. I did have to cut guitar short earlier, and I'm concerned I may end up having to do that again with harmonica. So let's hope that that's not true. Let's hope that we have a nice, lovely time together, the millions of us. And then we'll leave it at that. All right, let's see here. When the Saints Go Marching In. That's what I'm really wanting to say. All right. On Mondays, we always do a how to play harmonica lesson. After that, through the week, we just get through the week as best we can, and then we start again all over every Monday. So. Tomorrow, remember, we have our end of the week concert. That's when we play everything from the week. And this week we have You Are My Sunshine, Summertime, Tenting Tonight, Tom Dooley, Wildwood Flower, Leaving on a Jet Plane, Smile, Smoke Gets in Your Eye, This Little Light of Mine, and Wonderful World. So we have a really sweet concert set up for tomorrow. Those of you guys who are serious about this would probably need to put in just a tiny bit of time getting your books together and your overall approach to this thing ready to go tomorrow. I think I'm going to pull this. We're having a pretty bright day out there. Makes me look particularly pink. Melissa is in 10 inches up in Boulder. I think we got you about the same here in Denver. Melissa, I thought you guys got a little bit more up there. Came down fast and furious. Yeah, last night about 6 o'clock it was fine. And then all of a sudden just snowed like heck till midnight, which is kind of fun. It's really pretty if you don't have to go out and shovel it. Note 3, a major 2 and 6. Okay, Marcia, I'll check your... Marcia's been doing her homework examination. I forgot to put that on our list. Tomorrow, we're also going to run through Merrily We Roll Along, better known as... Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like, what is that better known as? And so I'm going to add that to our playlist for tomorrow. We will put it at the end of the Diatonic section. Let's see, for those of you guys that are interested, because it bridges the gap between Diatonic and Chromatic. So I'll put that there. Command Control V. All right, so Merrily We Roll Along will also be part of tomorrow's activity. So if you haven't done your worksheet yet, now would be the time to give that. Today would be the time to put your tablature down on that, and then, or just know how to play it without tabs. Let's see. Diane cannot believe how much snow we got to show. Yeah, those of you guys that own single-family dwellings, hope you enjoyed your shoveling, right? That's why I don't live in a single-family. I would love to live in a single-family dwelling as long as I didn't have to shovel. It used to make me so angry. Melissa, the sun is out. Roads are just wet. Yeah, the typical Colorado storm. Come in, dump a foot of snow, and then by Tuesday or 3 days later, it's all melted and gone away. That's what we like. All right, let's give this When the Saints Go Marching In a try. I am on 4-beat count in, 1-beat rest, below 4. Let's play it 2 times through. And let me find my harmonica here. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Very nice. That's a fun song. Every time I play that makes me happy. How many times have we played that? 100? Yeah, just lovely. Oh, Melissa's on a big corner lot, so that means basically for the last 6 weeks she's been shoveling. Yeah, we had a triple driveway growing up when I was a kid, and of course we used to get bigger snows back those days than we do now. And every time it snowed, there was Gary out shoveling all 3 of those stupid driveways. Ugh, gosh. Brutal. No wonder I'm an angry old man. All right, let's see. Let's go play our scales for this morning. Get our harmonicas all warmed up. It's funny, I've been just going straight into this gadget here records things either in a library or in the deep storage, and I've just been using the deep storage, which means I get to flow past all the songs we've been doing since the beginning of time, and there's all this Christmas music and stuff in there, and it's like, gosh, we have done a lot of nice songs. So hopefully you're enjoying playing harmonica. It's kind of a fun thing to do, for an hour a day to escape and just make some noise. Yesterday I was playing my low F harmonica, which when I got it I wasn't that excited about it. But now that I'm actually a tiny bit better player than I was, I'm like, man, this thing sounds awesome. It's really cool. All right, C major scale, 4-beat count in, and play it twice. One, blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gary, sorry. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. I got all my notes on that time. I feel like a hero. One of the things, those of you guys that know a little bit about singing, there's such a thing as a movable do when you're doing these minor scales. I don't know anything about that, so I just went with the standard issue notes on that, the solfege stuff. If you know anything about that and you're like, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense to have it presented that way, let me know. Let's talk about it. I think the way it's presented is probably the best. And obviously, if you don't know what I'm worried about there, then don't worry about it either. I think it's fine. All right, let's go grab Wildwood Flower. Ba-da bum, ba-da bum bum, ba-da bum, ba-da bum bum, ba-da bum, ba-da bum, ba-da bum, ba-da bum, bum, bum. So this is not a song you run into on a daily basis, but it's got a really, really pretty melody. And so let's see if we can figure it out as we play along. We might do this a few times through just to make sure we're playing it correctly. It's only 8 measures long, right? So let's play it until I tell you we've had enough of it. How about that? And also, hangs around the middle of the harmonica, just exactly the kind of song we like. And let's see. Melissa says she woke up hunting, tenting tonight. Melissa has this internal music mechanism that whatever song we happen to be working on lately, it starts to become part of who she is. It's in her DNA. I've done that a lot of times when I'm writing music. I will wake up and I'm singing a song. I'm like, boy, that's sure a lovely tune. Where is that? Oh, that's a song I wrote, and you're kind of surprised by that. So, yeah, that's the nice part of it. The songs that we do on, especially the diatonic songs, can be really earworms. That's why they've been around forever. And it's kind of fun. You're going through your day and you're like, what the heck am I singing? And you're like, I'm tenting tonight in the old campground. Da 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 dum dum dum. Very funny. Francis, my dog's jumping on me, asking me to stop that awful noise. Yeah, I lock my cat out every time. I used to be when I started playing harmonica, the cat would walk around the house, meow meow. I think it was either hurting his heart or hurting his ears, one of the two. So I close up all the doors now, so he doesn't have to deal with that. All right, Wildwood Flower, let's see how it goes. Let's play it through a few times until Gary plays it well. How about that? And so you guys will be working along with me trying to get yours better than Gary. You may play it perfectly the first time through. From the top, 1, 2, 3. time. Phew, how did we do? I feel pretty good. We haven't played that one in a long, long time, and I wasn't entirely positive I knew how the song went. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? The first time through, you're like kind of struggling with the timing, but then after that, you're like, okay, all right, I get the idea behind the melody here. Pretty little tune, and a popular one. I had never heard this song prior to picking up a ukulele 15 years ago, 20. Well, it's been 20 years ago now, and then I went to several strumalogs, and this was one of the songs that was often played, and you're like, huh, that's a lovely little tune. I've never heard of it, so I think it's one of these folk music jam tunes that you see a lot, just one of these. Lots of pretty little notes and notations about it. All right, we're moving along kind of quickly today. We're going to get out of here early. Okay, let's go grab those chromatic scales. We'll do something fun here. Okay, well, I think it'll be fun. Let's play all 4 of the scales today. Okay, so by the time you get to the bottom, you're going to feel like somebody had attacked you. Diatonic people, you're all set. Remember, Diatonic only people, we are ready for concert tomorrow. So you have, take some time to work on your Merrily We Roll Along homework if you want to. If you're working on learning how to tab your own music, use your resources there to get that Merrily We Roll Along. It's down at the bottom of the front page under Theory and Standard Notation. And so it's right under My Spaghetti Monster. Remember, we did Drunken Sailor, Frere Jacques, Go Tell and Rory, My Spaghetti Monster. Now we're doing Merrily We Roll Along, which is better known in America as Mary Had a Little Lamb. And then for tomorrow, Diatonic only, You Are My Sunshine. What is it? Where am I? Friday will be You Are My Sunshine, Summertime, Tenting Tonight, Tom Dooley, and Wildwood Flower, along with Merrily We Roll Along. And then, honestly, didn't we? I think we added a. We did. Was it Smile we redid? Summertime. So Summertime will actually be moved down to the chromatic section. So I'm going to do that right now. Since it does have a, we'll do that right. We'll do Summertime right after we do. Control Z. Right? No, don't do that. Hold on. I did a bad thing. Control Z. How do I undo? Where's my undo button? Oh, it's not going to let me undo it. Ah, well. All right, so let me fix this. Shoot. So Summertime, we added the chromatic line onto it. And so let's break that. So tomorrow will be You Are My Sunshine, Tenting Tonight, Tom Dooley, Wildwood Flower, Merrily We Roll Along if you do your homework, and then Summertime. There's also a diatonic line on Leaving on a Jet Plane too, right? So we can do all 3 of those as chromatic or diatonic, and then Smile, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, This Little Light of Mine, A Wonderful World will all be chromatic. Okay. I think that was confusing enough. Let's see. Warren's in. Good morning, Warren. Connie's in, made it in, and the world is white in Broomfield today. Yeah, we got a heck of a snowstorm over the evening. So glad you're here, Connie. Glad you're here, Warren. Glad everybody's here. Let's play some chromatic harmonica. Today we're taking the chromatic harmonica scales. We're playing all 4 of them, and which we will probably do again tomorrow. Okay, so this will be like a song in and of itself, is trying to get 4 scales out. we're not going to go fast, but we're going to try whatever speed we set for the C major. We want to try to carry that through the whole thing. So we're going to play the C major a little bit slower than we typically do, knowing that D major and E flat major are waiting for us up there. From the top, straight through to the bottom, chromatic harmonica scales. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two or three mistakes along there, but not too bad. How are you playing all those? That is a lot of work. The whole time you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Hoping desperately to make it through to the end. Just a brief reminder, we'll do, I think we got a couple more scales before those of you with 10-hole harmonicas will run out of notes. I'm going to go ahead and write out scales for all of the scales, which will require a 12-hole harmonica. And so when we get those out, if you're like, you know what, I can't play those, you play with the parts that you can, and then we come back. But give some consideration, if those of you guys that are into this and you're like, you know what, this is going to be a thing I want to do for a while. Give some thought to saving up some money and buying a 12-hole harmonica. In order to do this style of scale for all of the scales, you will need a 12-hole harmonica, because you'll run out of notes at 10. And the songs we played, the daily stuff that we work on, I'll never go above 10 on purpose, so that we can make sure you can always play all of the songs. But for scales, that's for people who are, especially the weirder scales, not that these aren't weird, it will require you to do all 12. Now, they do make a 16-hole harmonica, and I don't intend to ever write anything for a 16-hole harmonica. I think 12 is more than adequate for this instrument. If I ever play those other 4 holes that are over here, it would only be for some sort of concert type thing that I was doing. But for us here in class, there's no reason to have a 16-hole harmonica. There is a little bit of a reason to have a 12-hole harmonica. And so give that some thought as you are saving up your money for your next instrument purchase. Be given some thought to a 12-hole. Let's see. Sandy says those are not easy. No, they are not. They are not at all. They'll get easier. You'll get where your body starts to You'll get where you just sort of can channel the correct button placement and draw and blow situation. And the more we play them, the easier they'll get, of course. And but all four of them is a lot, absolutely. Ian, very late from cross-country skiing in the neighborhood. That's a fun idea, right? I didn't even think about that. All I think is, oh, there's snow on the ground. I'm not going out. That's my attitude. All right, let's see. What's our song for today? Today we are playing Wonderful World, so let's go grab that. This is, you hear this song quite often at Christmas time, but it's not a Christmas song, so it's nice to play it just during the day. My only note on here is that the fermata there at the very end of the measure 46, that's unnecessary. So when you get to 45 and you blow 6 beats, that's more than enough, right? That's how we do it. Also, on this one, remember, this piece of music is a bit of a challenge in that you've probably heard Louis Armstrong do this song. What's on the paper is pretty close to what he does, but not exactly, and so you want to be following along as much as possible what's on paper when we're together. How you play it solo is up to you, but when we're together, you are really trying to follow what's on the paper here. The other so that's the fun of ensemble playing, is that you do have to obey a little bit what's on the paper versus when you are playing on your own, you're just hanging out at the house. You can use this as just general advice and hopefully make it better as a solo player. But when we get together in ensemble, we have to kind of obey what the paper says. The other thing about this song is the repeats are a bit challenging. So you're going to play down through 16, then you're going to come back to 1. Then you're going to play down through 13, you're going to skip 14, 15, 16, and you're going to start playing again at 17. You're going to go all the way to 35, and you'll notice above measure 35 it says DSL coda. What that stands for is Decennio al coda. You're going to go to the segno, and then play to the coda. So the segno is sitting at the front of measure 1. And basically, the reason we use segnos is we're going to use that pickup note at the end of 35, I hear, and then you're going to go back up to measure 1. That you can't reuse that pickup note at measure 0, so you have to have 1 down at 35, and then that drops you back into measure 1. And then the last time through, the third time through at measure 1, you're going to play down again to 13, but this time instead of jumping to 17, you're going to jump all the way to the end of the song, 36. That's what that little bullet, that little crosshairs thing is at. They're always bookended. So at the end of 13, there's a bullet, a crosshair thing, and at the beginning of 36, there's a crosshair thing. So you just go from one coda to the other coda, and then you finish up. And so a lot of times you'll hear people talking about playing the coda. It's usually sort of this one section in the song that is set aside different than everything else. And so in this case, you play the song essentially 3 times, but the ending is set aside as a little bit different way to play it. Pay attention when we get to the ending. We've been playing eighth notes all the way through this thing. It has quite a jaunty pace, and then when we get to the ending, it's going to slow down a lot. You see all of a sudden quarter notes kind of take over. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world, right? So we'll slow it down a lot. That's what's going on there. All right, let's give it a try, see how we do. Make sure I'm not missing anybody in chat here. I have this new system and it's all over the place. Let's see. Marcia says -1 star. Right, I'm trying to make it sound as terrible as I can. You'll work on it. That's what you are working on. Remember, on the chromatic, especially these low notes, don't force your air, or it's going to sound like a cow dying in a forest somewhere. Right, we don't want to be pushing. You don't want to be you're overusing your kissing muscles. Really breathe from your belly. Just let the air do the work rather than your mouth. And you should be able to get it. That's one of the things I'm finding the best advice that I have continuously seen show up in all of these chromatic books is, man, don't overbreathe, don't overblow, don't overdraw. Really let your belly do the work, and that won't be true if you decide, you know what, I'm a blues harmonica player. I'm going to go down and hang out at the blues club, and I'm going to play these songs by guys I've never heard of. Then you're really using your kissing muscles to bend those chords or bend those reeds. Right, you're really putting a lot of pressure on them. But when you are looking for cleanliness and precision and a classical approach to this instrument, you want to really breathe from your belly and try not to overblow on these reeds. And I'm just focusing in on my belly, making sure that the air is being pulled in when my belly's going out and out when my belly's coming in, and really using that as a bellows. We talk about it often, but it is one of those things I keep reading about and keep studying and keep practicing myself, and it really is making a difference in my tone. And so I think that's probably something just to pay attention to, that you're not really blowing and drawing, but you're actually just inhaling and exhaling and inhaling, exhaling and inhaling, and I think you'll be able to. I think you should be able to control your tone just a little bit better. All right, let's go. Let's play "What If Wonderful World" from the top all the way through. One is blow 3, 2-beat countdown. 1, 2. That plays just fine, doesn't it? Not terribly challenging. Couple of button pushes in there just for Francis, and just kind of works. And I think probably if you're playing it as a solo piece, which I'm doing here, right? I'm trying to count out all of the notes, doing a kind of a poor job of it. Whereas at home, you don't have to necessarily make those notes exactly those lengths. You can, as you're playing it as a solo piece, you make those notes however long you want them. Also, speed of that was a not super slow, but pretty slow pace. You could definitely speed that up. I see trees of green, red roses too. So you could practice that, playing it faster, and see what the difference is. All right, remember, tomorrow we got a bunch of stuff going on. Tomorrow, we've had so many changes this week. It's been crazy, but I think we're finally settled in. So You Are My Sunshine, Tenting Tonight, Tom Dooley, Wildwood Flower. Those will be our straight-up diatonic works tomorrow. All of those, obviously, Tenting Tonight's the one you know the least, so you might spend a little bit of time on that. Wildwood Flower might be another one. Yeah, you definitely know You Are My Sunshine and Tom Dooley, probably. Then we will pull out the theory sheet. Merrily We Roll Along. Again, it's at the bottom of page 1 there on the website. To go down, do your homework, see if you can figure out how to play that both on diatonic and chromatic. Leaving on a jet plane, we ended up with a diatonic and a chromatic line on that, and then as we did with Summertime, diatonic and chromatic. So those three songs can be played on either of the instruments. Obviously, I think generally speaking, those of you guys that are getting serious about this, if your choice is playing on one or the other, you probably tend to lean toward chromatic, just because it's a little more versatile instrument. But in terms of bite and overall cool sound quality, I still love the diatonic. I'm still a huge fan of it. Then chromatic only, Smile, Smoke It's in Your Eyes, This Little Light of Mine, and Wonderful World. So that's a good concert. So come in, be on time tomorrow, and then we'll see see if we can get through everything. Usually what I've been doing is, if we don't get to everything on one week, we just roll it over into the next week. I've been working on a few new songs to throw up on there. I've been working on a bunch of Irish music for ukulele, and it turns out the older stuff very rarely has any sharps and flats in it, so they're turned into diatonic songs pretty easily, and so those will start showing up on your playlist as well. So we're continuing to build our repertoire so that you end up having too many songs, and I don't know how long. Let's see, I think we're up to 60 some songs now. It'll probably take you 3 hours to play through your entire songbook, which is pretty cool. So when we get to 4 hours of music, then you can start playing gigs, and anywhere where you go where they'll hire you to play 4 hours worth of harmonica, you should say yes, because that's going to be an extremely rare opportunity for you. I'm not positive anybody will let you do that anywhere on the planet, but that's our goal. We'll find somebody who's willing to listen to harmonica for 4 hours, and then we'll send you over to play it. All right, that's enough. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Got to Denverites, get out and shovel those walks. And the rest of you guys are in places where you're shoveling is just a daily occurrence, except for Warren's in the summertime down there in Australia, and he's like, yeah, I don't have to shovel. I have to figure out how to sit by the pool and sip a beer. Sandy, awesome. Time to get the Irish in all of this, right? Yeah, I know, right? We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up, so which I understand is a worldwide holiday with no purpose whatsoever other than to drink green beer, and so we'll have you ready. Just imagine showing up to the pub with your harmonica, knocking out Danny Boy, and I don't know what else. What I'll do, I'll look at. So let me just peek at the calendar. Where's my calendar? Maybe we'll do all Irish music 1 week. Hold on, is that possible? I don't know if we can do that. March 17th? Is that St. Patrick's Day? Oh, so it would be a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Maybe we'll make our march up to St. Patrick's Day. I'll start looking at that into next week and see what we can come up with. Would be funny. Yeah, so we'll put up we'll go a little heavy on the Irish music on our side as well as we approach St. Patrick's Day. All right, guys, I'm gonna pull the plug. Irish whiskey, Sandy, easy. It's barely past noon up there. All right, let's see. See you at 1 o'clock, friend. Sounds good. Patty says you watch the rerun for the beginning of class. Yeah, but simple class today, Patty. You'll be fine. Dan, did you mean Irish whiskey? Heck yeah, we're gonna be doing whiskey in the jar with the ukulele people. So why not? We'll toss that in over here too, huh? St. Patty drove all the snakes from Ireland. We could do some snake songs. Do we know any snake songs? I don't know any snake songs. No, I don't think it was St. Was it St. Patrick's that drove the snakes out? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it was right. Maybe you're right. I can't remember what St. Patrick's did. I don't think he did. I don't think he's probably. He's unlikely to have been a real guy, is what I'm pretty sure. Irish whiskey. Look at you guys. You're crazy. All right, I'm going to pull the plug before we have a fight. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to pull the string. Have a great afternoon.